Alright, we're back. Garth, Fawn,
Welcome.
Den Boys, back in the games room. Today we are playing a SNES game, Super Famicom game.
Yep.
Pocky and Rocky. The original Pocky and Rocky. It is. For the Super Famicom, like we said. What do you know about the game, man?
Okay, so this particular version is made by Natsume, Super Famicom, but the series is a Taito arcade game from 1986 called Kiki Kai Kai, which Natsume would revisit in '92 with this amazing kind of remake, enhanced remake. It kind of blows the original out of the water.
Absolutely, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for the Super Famicom in '92, and then it came out in Australia and America, I think, the following.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have played. I guess we'll talk about where we got it from. So I recently got this in Melbourne at a little secret spot. How was that cover art, by the way? I love that little book. I love all the Japanese booklets with their beautiful art style and all the.
Kind of that small size but so rich.
Yeah, and they put all the character art in there. It's amazing. Anyway, I got it from a secret spot in Melbourne pretty recently. I've been wanting to get it for a long time. And I'd recently seen it in another store for the same price, unboxed, cartridge only, and
PAL.
then PAL, and then
Hertz,
saw this for the same price, box instructions, mint, and I had to have it. So pretty recent purchase for me, but not a recent play for us.
We've been playing the game for years.
For a long time.
I've had a loose PAL copy, a loose Japanese copy, and an American copy. And for many years, we've sort of had it in our sort of Den Boys sessions. Been trying to beat the game for years. We achieved that not too long ago.
Yeah.
We've achieved it again.
Yeah, we did it together. It was really cool. It was a nice way to christen the cartridge, play it for the first time. So I guess the next thing we can talk about, we sort of tell the people who are watching, what does it play like? How would you describe Pocky and Rocky to?
Yeah, it's a 2D sort of top-down walk-along shmup. You know, where your people, or a raccoon and a shrine maiden, top-down, sort of walking around on foot, shooting enemies.
Yeah, it sort of alternates between walking up the screen and then being a pure 2D side scroll.
Yeah, across, up and across.
Do you think the game it kind of reminds me of anything like maybe Shock Troopers? That are walking up the screen, shooting it constantly, and then 2D parts. Something like that. That's a sort of a genre, the walk-along shmup, and this is one of the best that happens to be, kind of a classic from the SNES. Yeah, and so it plays with one shot, which is your rapid shot button.
Yep.
It plays with a sweeping move.
Yeah, deflection kind of shot.
Some of the enemies can shoot obviously projectiles at you, or just things come at you in general, and you can sweep them away. You can't do it to all of them, but you can to most.
Yeah, and it's worth remembering because you don't have to get shot. You can if you're quick enough, you can sweep them away. Yeah. Pretty sweet, almost like Radiant Silvergun with the sword sort of mechanic.
There's a slide button, so if a projectile's coming at you, you can slide in a direction.
Slide out of the way, but you have to be careful because if you slide into your two-player sort of person, it will send them ricocheting across the screen,
which can get a bit frustrating.
And they can lose a heart in the process.
Because it's technically classed as a special move when you do that to your buddy, but most of the time you don't want to activate it.
There is a secret sort of hidden move too, where if you hold the sweep button for 5 seconds, you sort of trigger a special move. But they're a bit more sort of complicated to use and aren't immediately obvious as to the benefits.
And the last button, which is probably the most important button to the game, which is the bomb.
Like any shmup, is the bomb button. And the bombs are far and few between.
They are.
But they're very powerful and can really turn the tides.
Essential to beating the game.
Yeah, but once you use them, they're gone. You hardly get any more for the rest of the game. So you really got to keep them up your sleeve for those tricky bosses, and there's no shortage of those.
So if you can imagine those games, that's what it plays like. I guess we get to the pros and cons. Like, what are you? We're obviously going to say we love it, but what do you love in particular?
Look, the graphics, the 2D graphics in this one are spectacular.
Some of the best.
Yeah, the use of colours, the lighting, the shading, the sort of transparencies, the clouds, the character art, it just pops off the screen.
The palette of the actual colour is so bright and vibrant. It's so amazingly
It's just
done.
beautiful. It's almost like a Ghibli, film. It's got that sort of Miyazaki sort of greens and blues and Honestly, if you had to pick the top 10 best looking games on the
it's
list,
right up there.
this would make the top 10 list easy, you know. And it's an earlier title too.
And not only about the actual art, the colour, and the choices they made there, but the actual character designs and the actual art. Because there's a lot of the yokai. All the enemies are yokai. They've been possessed.
Traditional ancient Japan.
Yeah, like umbrellas and skeleton men, and you go through graveyards, kappas, and all that sort of stuff coming at you. So. The sceneries are all varied, like the level designs.
Those little ghouls and ghost style maps in between.
That was really cool.
The cutscenes, the storytelling in this one, they've really gone out of their way to sort of give you the atmosphere, drop you into it, and you care about this story, and you're invested, you know, in the tale of what they're trying to pull off. Yeah.
All that means nothing if the gameplay's no good.
Yeah.
And the gameplay is great. So the actual shooting, giving you the rapid fire from the start, not having to tap and spam a button, just rapid fire.
You power up like a shot. So you start off with a sort of pea shooter, and you get more of it. There's either the spread shot type or the sort of directed firepower type, and you can level them up 3 or 4 times, and it gets fat, like you're powerful.
Yeah, you start to really mow through some enemies if you can hold on to it.
But when you get hit, your power gets knocked down a little bit. But there's plenty of power-ups. They're quite generous.
Absolutely.
And there's like an invincibility power-up where you sort of can't be a shield, you won't be hurt for a few hits.
Yeah.
As well as food power-ups, traditional Japanese food power-ups to replenish your health bar, which levels up as the game progresses, you know, So gameplay.
The gameplay's phenomenal.
Yeah.
I mean,
soundtrack.
The soundtrack's phenomenal. Yeah, it's a great.
Yeah, Natsume knew their stuff. With the sound chip.
Yeah, they've nailed it.
Traditional Japanese sort of vibes. It's a beautiful soundtrack.
In stereo too, which is an extra bonus. The bosses are fun.
It's a challenging game. Yeah,
it's the right amount of challenge. It's definitely
and two-player co-op. Like
two-player co-op. I mean, that's I mean. Again, like you talk about best looking games, but also the best co-op experience as well. This is another great
co-op on the
top 10 co-op experience. You know?
2 people,
But yeah, playing 2-player, it's still not a gimme.
No.
We found today, that last stage took many attempts.
But we never gave up, and it never felt cheap. It felt doable, but you had to earn it. And I mean, we're a couple of seasoned veterans of retro gaming,
especially this game.
And we couldn't rest, until the years had gone by that we beat this.
Yeah. So there's a lot to like. I mean, is there anything you would remove or change about the game? I probably, the only thing I can think of when I'm being picky is that power move. Like in a 2-player game, it's too easy to hit the slide button into your partner and send them in that special move, which loses them a heart. And when it gets harder, you don't want to give out hearts for free. So
it's maybe some different sort of team attacks. If you could have picked up your friend and sort of thrown them, or some sort of move where you're not going to get punished. But
in saying that, it's a slight frustration. It doesn't happen a lot, but when it does happen in the heat of the moment, when you really don't want it to happen, it can send your player not just sending the wrong way. It can send them off a cliff, it can send them off the edge, and then that's an instant life.
So you have to. It's that etiquette 2-player co-op.
That can be a little bit frustrating.
And it's often you're trying to escape with the slide move, but you'll touch the friend, and they get sent spinning. But you learn to sort of work around it.
But the difficulty's fine in everything else. They don't overpower you with bombs. They don't give you too little amount of bombs to beat the bosses. It's a good
and again, cutscenes after every stage. With beautiful sort of anime cutscenes, sort of style artwork and stuff.
And we're playing this on the original CRT, and it was just popping off the screen.
The graphics. The scan lines and the colours. It deserves to be played on a CRT.
Absolutely. It's beautiful. So I guess we're giving away our score or giving away our thoughts, but is it a thumb up?
Oh, absolutely. Two thumbs up.
Double thumbs up.
It's probably one of the greatest co-op games we've played across the last 20 years.
And it stood the test of time. We keep coming back to it.
Yes.
And we have such fond memories of it that we want to go back and play it.
It's aged beautifully. This is like a fine wine. It gets better with age.
Absolutely.
Every time you look at it, you notice something. It's like viewing it for the first time. It doesn't get old.
I'm a double thumbs up. I love this game, hence why I had to have it in my collection, and I'm so glad to have it. Is there... What's the best way to get the game? Is the PAL copies still...
It's gone up in value. There's sort of no real cheap copies.
There's no way to kind of get around it, is it? If you want it, you're just going to have to get it.
You're going to be spending $100 to $200, maybe $100 for a loose cart if you're lucky. But boxed, you're going to go sort of to $200 and above. It's worth mentioning there's Pocky and Rocky 2 also on the Super Nintendo. And on the Switch eShop, they've just released essentially Pocky and Rocky 1 or Kiki Kai Kai ported the arcade. So there's a $10.
That's a good one. There you go. So if you're not unsure whether you want to have it in your collection, maybe try
the Switch Arcade Original, ported beautifully by Hamster, for like $10. So that'd be a good way to sort of test the water. And if you dig that, track down Pocky and Rocky.
That's a good idea. Yeah, good thinking. Cool. Yeah. Well, there you go. That's another video down. Pocky and Rocky for the Super Famicom / Super Nintendo. Awesome game. If you can get your hands on it, you must play. If you haven't played it, you must find a way to play this game.
You're into something special.
It's a great game. Yeah. Other than that, as always, if you like the videos and like what we're doing, hit subscribe, hit the comments, give us some likes. We love making the videos and we love hearing from you. So keep on with that. And then if you want to follow Vaughn on your separate Instagram page,
Retro Games. And our joint Den Boys.
Yeah, give us a follow on Instagram as well.
At Insta, the one and only. Cheers.
All right, see you guys.
Okay, peace.